Hey everyone, don't have a lot planned out to say, but I have a lot in my head, so we'll see what comes out. But the main reason I wanted to make a very quick update is because today is exactly 3 months on T and 13 weeks lined up on the same day. So my 3 months is a shot day, which is kind of cool, I guess, in exactly 13 weeks. And we are bumping up my dose. I talked about that before, so I've been we're doubling what I was on for the first 12 weeks or so, and I've been bumping it up by 25% every week until I hit that mark, just because I'm worried about mostly becoming really irritable like I was the first couple weeks I was on T, and I was worried that doubling my dose in 1 week would make me feel really irritable, and I figured bumping it up over 4 weeks would be a little easier. And so far I haven't really noticed too much of a difference, except that I don't feel like I'm dropping off the day before my shot. If you can hear a buzzing, it's a fan. It's my PlayStation that's kind of broken, and the fan is super loud, and I forgot to turn it off. Usually I turn it off. So yeah, the main thing I've noticed this last week, where I was on 150% of what I was before, which is, a big difference, is that I haven't had that drop off the last, 36 hours or so that I normally do, where I start to feel irritable because my levels are dropping off. So if anything, I'm honestly feeling less irritable. I'm feeling really happy. I'm feeling energetic overall, despite the fact that I've had really, really bad sleep this week. So physically I'm tired, but I have I don't know, emotional and spiritual energy, I guess, if that makes any sense at all. And I really feel like that's due to the increased T level. So I'm really excited to see what it's like when I get on this new full dose, and I'm on it for a while. We're going to do it for a while and see how it goes, and, retest. And my doctor wants to bump it up one more time in the near future. But I don't know. We'll just see how it goes. I'm really okay with taking things week by week and month by month and not making super, super long-term plans. My only long-term plan at this point is that I want top surgery as soon as possible. Besides that, I'm just gonna keep rolling with things as they come. Doing my little alcohol pad here. Once you have the top off, the first time you use a vial, it's sterile on top, but the next time you use it, you need to sterilize the top again, because it's been exposed to the air for a week on this one, only a week for this one. It's been exposed to the air for a week, so you have to sterilize the top before you poke the needle in. For those of you who are unfamiliar, I'm just gonna ramble a little bit. You can hang in here if you want, or you can deuce out, that's fine. And then the other thing you need to do is you need to sterilize the spot on your body where you're going to be injecting it. But I'm going to do that after I get the second needle on. So the first needle is bigger. And this week, these lines between the lines are so small, it's hard to find the exact spot I'm going to right now. But you use a big needle to pull the T into the syringe. Go right between there and there. So that's a big needle, and then we're gonna cover that baby up. And I have a sharps box right here. Boom, it's in the sharps box. Don't want those needles laying around without a cap on or anywhere unsafe. And then when my sharps box gets full, I drop it off at the pharmacy. Then you put a much, much, much tiny, tiny, tiny needle on, so that it doesn't hurt so much going in. And I'll get my second alcohol, find a good spot. For me, because I'm doing a subcutaneous, it just means it needs to go below the skin. I can't imagine how much it sucks to do intermuscular each week, because I'm a big baby and just sub-Q hurts a little bit, and I don't like it. And but ideal. It's worth it. It's not too bad if I do it well and I do it in a good spot. I think this spot should be pretty good. I'm using an alcohol pad to clean off my skin, and I have learned that I want to wait a few seconds after I do that. Otherwise, it really, really burns when you put in the needle. So let that dry off a little bit. And then this is how tiny this needle is. So obviously needles, it's teeny, teeny, tiny. Look how tiny it is. It's a little baby needle. It don't really hurt too much, assuming you do it well and you let the alcohol dry, which I've learned the hard way. So 3 months, 13 weeks, shot number 14. Here I go. Ow, white. Sometimes it hurts more than others, and like I said, I am a big baby about it. So kudos to those of you who do. Ow, I need to pay attention. Pay attention, stop talking. This one's proving to be more difficult. Okay. I'm gonna leave it in for a sec. And out she goes. That one was more difficult than usual, for whatever reason. But I don't have any tea leaking out afterwards, which happened last week, and I don't like that, because I want it all in me. Anyway, I just feel for those of you who do intermuscular, because I imagine it hurts, and this hurts enough, so I wouldn't want it to hurt even more. Yeah, I have a million thoughts about trans stuff right now and where I'm at and life in general. I just watched the first 4 episodes of Work in Progress, which was incredible, and I cannot wait to watch the second 4. So if you want to see a show that has really good trans man representation, which is insane to even say because I've never ever seen such a thing before, it's a good show. Also a lot of queer, lesbian-ish women too, which is really, really great. Gender non-conforming women. And then I just watched this thing on Showtime, since I got the Showtime free trial, called Beyond the Opposite Sex, which I guess is a follow-up to an older documentary about a trans man and a trans woman who have gender confirmation surgery. I haven't watched the older one, I just watched the newer one, and I have a lot of very mixed feelings. Sometimes watching these documentaries is really hard because it hits too close to home. It's also really hard because a lot of them are older and deal with older people who have a different view of what it means to be trans than me and the people my age and younger do. But also at the same time, I have so much respect for, everything they've done and all that they've had to go through, and if they weren't doing it the hard way, then it wouldn't be easier for us today to access, the care and support that we need, because it was a lot harder 10, 20, 30 years ago for people to access this kind of care. So these are a little hard. I don't know how many of these documentaries I can watch. My mom's watching a ton of them. I keep sending them to me, and some of them I can't even make it all the way through because they're just too hard to watch for multiple reasons. So I have a lot of thoughts. I do have a blog that's almost ready that I'm going to put up later today. So I got a phone call right where it cut off before, so I just figured I would wrap this up in a more clean way. Literally, I washed my face and hair after I got off the phone call. I have a blog that's going to be up hopefully this evening. That is my kind of 3-month update in how I'm feeling physically and mentally, and the ups and downs, and just more trans thoughts that I just never seem to run out of. So if you ever want to talk about trans thoughts, that's my specialty these days. So yeah, so things are well. 3 months on T. I got a blog coming out, and thanks so much for the couple of you that hang out and are following this journey in its very early stages, because it's still early. We're still new at this. So, peace.